Good day, Rust skin enjoyers. It's time for the Rust Workshop skin checks. Yes, over the past weekend, all of these Rust Workshop skin submissions were submitted to the Rust Workshop, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at all of these skins, and we're going to try and figure out of all of these skins, which of these are continuations of collections. Yes, the main focus for this video is to identify new continuations of collections, because of course, usually, when a new skin appears that's part of a collection, and then gets accepted, you will usually see all the pre-existing skins from the collection usually having a bit of a spike in demand, spike in price, and therefore it might be wise to invest into that collection. So now you get the idea. We're looking for those new skins, part of new collections, so that we can invest into those collections and make some of those delicious looking profits. Make sense? Understood? Right, so before we start showing off all the skins, and there's a lot of them, there is 116 skins to show off today. It's going to be a bit long. But anyway, before we get started, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are wondering, how do you get yourself a followed authors list here, Hedge? How can you see all of these skins? Well, I'll show you. So, first option to get a followed authors list set up is to go down to the accepted in-game section. So be aware, I'm on the Rust Workshop. Scroll down, accepted in-game is right here. Now, what I'm going to sit here and say to you is, go look at each and every single one of these skins, which you should realise are all the skins that have recently been accepted to Rust stores, and you should follow every single skin, everyone who contributed to making the skin. Now, the reason why we do that, and I can give you a nice example. So, for example, what do we have over here? We have the Redemption Bolt Rifle, and we have the Assault Rifle Nana. So, with every page, you look to the bottom right and you'll see all of the people that contributed to making the skin. So here's Slanosta making the Redemption Collection. I should be following him because I'm looking for people who actively have a decent chance in potentially getting a skin accepted in future Rust stores. And of course, I'm already following him because he's been very successful recently, hasn't he? Ooh, maybe he'll be successful again. Ooh. So yeah, you understand that. But sometimes you might notice skin creators, they might team up in a group, and a skin might be shared among a group of people. Now, in this case, right, because both of these people contributed to making the skin, I should follow both of them, because there are instances and chances that these people might not always work with each other. They might go solo. They might work in a different group. So let's just go take a look. Here's Debski and here's PYH. As you can see here, Debski, let's see if I'm already following you. And the answer is, yes, I am. And it looks like we've got a skin that he did solo this week. There we go. And I wonder, Mr. PYH, did you also go solo this week? And the answer, yes. Yes, he did. So now you understand. They might not always work with each other. But if you make sure that you follow everyone that contributed to making the skins, you'll be fully well aware of potential skins in the future that probably have a decent chance of being accepted. Because the people that made them have had skins accepted before. Makes sense? Sounds good? Now, you might be wondering, okay, so how many skins should I read through? I would say go for at least 3 or 5 pages. That should be more than enough for all the modern skin creators, as in the people who are currently active in making skins. There's no point going all the way through 118 pages. That would be very not fun. But there is an alternative method. So you don't have to follow people purely based on the fact that if they've had a skin accepted. Rather, you can actively look for potential new people who are still trying to get their first ever skin accepted. So every Monday, every Monday, around 6 PM UK time, so 6 PM in the evening UK time, figure out the times based on your location, you'll see lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of skins appearing here. So if you go to Browse, in-game, here you can see a lot of very popular skins that have appeared very recently. But on Monday, around 6 PM UK time, you don't want to be looking at most popular. You want to look at most recent. Now, what you'll see around then are a lot of skins that will be of the quality standard that are being submitted because loads of people are trying to chase a deadline. Yes, you'll see a lot of very nice and interesting skins being submitted that generally are being made with the intention of trying to get skins accepted. I'm not too sure about the likes of these, but just understand, right? Lots of people, they haven't had their skins accepted yet. Like, there are a lot of people that are still yet to get their skins accepted. But with the likes of the past Rust store, you might have noticed, oh look, Chris, they got their first ever skin accepted. Wow, I was already following them. And then you also have the likes of SMKSS, Marduk, and IGWT. I can't remember the Menace. That's it. IGWT Menace. They never had a skin accepted before, but I was already following them. I was following them before they even had a skin accepted because I knew they had the quality standard to potentially get their first ever skins accepted. And lo and behold, it finally happened. So the main point I'm trying to get across to all of you is just every Monday, take a look. You might see some very, very nice skins being submitted by people who've only just started. Danielson, hello. How you doing? Oh, that looks pretty cool. Maybe you're worth a follow, so let's go do that. Yeah, you got some pretty interesting things being submitted here. And he's only made 4. There you go. That's a new person we should probably keep an eye out for. So, sounds good. I guess we got you a nice little sneak peek for his newest skin. So there you are. That's someone who seems to be completely new, but because I like what he saw, I thought maybe it's a good idea to follow him regardless. You don't have to follow people purely based on if they've had a skin accepted before. You could simply follow someone because they just have some nice skins and you seem to be a fan of it. So does that make sense? Is that all good to you? Shadow Python, have I got this in my list? Hang on a minute. I don't. Oh, damn. Right, okay, that's something that seems to have squeezed through the cracks. Right, well, at least we mentioned it on the stream, so sorry about that, McQuarrie. I only just noticed that. And, okay, well, there you go. Sometimes things like that can happen. There's a lot of skins that were submitted the past weekend, and with so many skins, sometimes there's some skins that do get a bit delayed to be uploaded, and I can't catch all of them. Looks like I've got 117 skins now. Yay! So yeah, keep an eye out for all of that. Get yourself a nice followed authors list. Follow people that you think have a decent chance of getting skins accepted. Follow people because they've had skins accepted. The choice is yours. Your followed authors list is your own. Now, you might have wondered, okay, Hedge, why are people trying to get all their skins submitted on a Monday? Well, every single week, you might be fully well aware that TGG, also known as that German guy, he makes a top picks list every single week. Now, this list is curated by TGG himself. He will go through all the skins that have been submitted the previous week. He will make sure that there are no DMCA issues. He'll make sure each and every single skin actually is the quality standard to potentially being accepted into Rust. And, of course, as you can see here with the most recent list, he will make this list. Now, with this list, he then passes it on to Facepunch, the developer of Rust, and Facepunch will actually see all of these skins. So for a better chance of having your skin potentially being accepted, everybody make sure that they submit their skins within the deadline, that is 23:59 PST Monday night. You know, before we hit midnight Tuesday. So everyone who's actively trying to get their skins to get onto this list, so actually get seen by Facepunch themselves, are trying to get their skins submitted before that deadline. Monday, 23:59 PST time zone. Make sense? Right. So that is why every week you should be looking at the most recent skins being submitted on a Monday evening, UK time. Remember, time zones. So yeah, this is going on for every single week. And of course, with today, we have a brand new video, so go give that a watch. Rust Top Skins, July 2023, week 4. You can get a good look at all the potential skins that might be accepted this week, or maybe next week. You never know. You never know. But to properly understand the whole routine of the Rust Workshop skin submissions, I have this video, which is located in the description. This is the Micros Hypothesis timeframe for Rust Workshop skin submissions. This will go a little bit more in depth in explaining the potential for when skins might potentially be accepted based on when they're submitted. Could they be accepted early or for the typical time or as a late pick? You'll understand the routine here. You'll understand how to approach everything. Makes sense? So that's useful for both investors and skin creators. And with that, we can now move on to talking about all the new skins. But don't forget, do go ahead and watch TGG's newest video. Get a good look at all the skins, and you'll probably get a good idea of what potentially might be selling very nicely in the future. So, before we get started, I just want to make sure that everybody is fully well aware that we're going to be using scmm.app, the store section. We're going to use this to get a good look at potential investment success and whatnot. So, every new skin continuation, we're going to look at scmm.app, and we're going to go ahead and see if there's money potentially to be made if you invest into the collection. You get the idea. Shall we get started? Right, people. So we're going to start off with deployables, then we're going to move on to tools and weapons, and then we're going to move on to armor and clothing. Have I made myself clear? All right, let's get started. We have a lot of brick skins this week, and you might be wondering what's going on. What's with this brick stuff? So, brick building DLC. Rust. No, not Lego. Yes, here's Shadowfrax's video. And if you weren't fully aware, there is a new building skin that's going to be introduced. It is the brick building skin, stone walls to be precise. This is expected to be released for the August Force Wipe, so August 3rd, I believe. That's just like 2 weeks away. So with this new content on the horizon to be introduced into Rust, of course the skin creators are making skins in relation to it. Starting off with Trakmer's Barricade. Right, so technically speaking, barricade skins are technically unsupported, but you might remember Trakmer made an Adobe barricade, didn't he? It was accepted. So I guess Trakmer just thought, why not? I'll just make another one. So yes, the previous stone building skin was Adobe. Well, with the new stone building skin, maybe Trakmer will strike it lucky with this one, with a brand new barricade. Now, recently, a lot of people have been using these on their tugboats and whatnot. I'm not sure if the strategy is still technically working, but I guess people wouldn't be upset at the idea of another barricade skin. We, for the longest time, did not see barricade skins being accepted, but as I said, Trakmer's Adobe skin, which was accepted about a month and a half ago, was accepted and was quite a surprise to a lot of us, but in terms of investment, they're not... And this isn't really a collection, but it's nice to see. So best of luck to you, Mr. Trakmer. Now we have some furnaces. This is the Damn furnace made by 1SQ and Vinchator. Get a good look at this. I think it's supposed to be like a tiki style or something. Pretty bright when it's lit up. Looks pretty cool. It's a good big smile on him. So if you like this, please consider voting yes or no. Do you like what you see? Chat, YouTube. Please understand, you could go to the description right now and you will see the link to all of these skins. You can go through all of this yourself, right? The option's up to you. You could listen to me whilst I talk about them and go through them and vote yes or no if you like them. If you vote yes, that's nice. If you vote no, at the very least, you should go to the comments page and you should offer some feedback. Be nice, concise, and straight to the point. Try and actually help them out, all right? And, you know, if the skin isn't accepted, if they want to do a version 2, they might read your feedback, incorporate it into a version 2, and you never know. It might be accepted in the future. So offer those helpful words, and it might get through, and it might help them all out. And you contributed. And even if you like the skin, also consider say some nice words. Hey, I like this a lot. Good job, or something like that. Give them a good morale boost. Keep those skin creators nice and motivated so they keep wanting to make skins. Lovely, lovely skins, yes. So, moving on, we now have brick skins! Yes, oh man, I love brick skins. Guess what? We've got 3 brick furnace skins today. Yes, starting off with the brick furnace made by Lyssaint and Zolodno. Get a good look at this. It's looking like a nice old kiln furnace. That looks pretty cool. That's nice. Get a good look at that. But guess what? You might like you might like brick furnaces, but what about this brick furnace? Wow! Anafen made a brick furnace too, and this one's actually in the daylight, so brick furnace, brick furnace, brick furnace. Yes, yes. Looks pretty cool. Very nice. You know, if you think of a brick furnace, this is probably exactly what you're thinking of. And then if you didn't like that one, what about this one? So this is made by Bad Trip and Hulk. Get a good look. So, yeah, do you like bricks? Do you like furnaces? So yeah, as you can understand, loads and loads of deployables today have been in theme with the likes of the upcoming brick DLC. So it's usual, and this is something that's going to constantly keep happening because there's going to be more and more building skins being made. So yeah, something to be aware of. If you liked any of them, please consider voting yes or no. Let's now move on. We have rugs. And talking about new content that's on the horizon, we have some new emojis in the chat that are going to be introduced. And Mr. Loddy thought to himself, why don't I make a rug out of one of them? So, yeah, here we are. Here's a new rug. Now, we have recently seen a lot of rugs with transparency, quite recently, being submitted. A few have been accepted. But are you opposed to this? Do you like this? What do you reckon? What do you feel? What do you need this in your life? What about the comments? What did the comments say? They seem to be happy. Alistair Rugg. All right, that's a good one. But yeah, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. And yeah, I don't think this is the early instance we're going to see some Emoji stuff, so keep your eyes peeled. Moving on, we have the braided rug. Yes, this is made by Algorithm and Algorithm. Two algorithms worked on this to make this ever so nice looking design. Do you like what you see? It's all nice and woven. It's like rope, but it's all spun around and whatnot. That's pretty interesting. All right then, so, sorry, something alerted me to the side. Sorry, I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, if you like a rug like this, I don't think we've had a woven rug like this before being accepted. It would definitely be a different type of design, and I think you've done a pretty good job with that. So the colour scheme, the design of it, it's unique. I like it, Algorithm. Keep up the good work. If it isn't accepted, try and see if you can put that in another deplorable skin or something. You could probably do that in a furnace. Consider that. Try and do that in a furnace. That could work. Right. Moving on, we have the cowhide rug. Get a good look at this. So recently, Dark Schneider and Z-Skipper, they've been doing like a Western theme. Do you remember last week's Wild West sheet metal door? Yep. That looked pretty cool. And now they've actually taken the rug from that and tried to introduce it as an actual rug that you'd have in game. So I'll be honest with you, it seems to be reasonably on theme and whatnot with the old Wild West. So yeah, I think that could work out quite all right. Pretty interesting designs and whatnot, but they do have some very strong competition. Gentlemen, what you see right in front of you is art in the purest form. This is the non-glowing version of the porcelain rug. Alright, why don't we get a better look from the front? Mr. Vase, you have... So, Vase actually came to my stream and he showed off an old artwork piece that he made, and he essentially took that and incorporated it into this brand new design. As you can see here, he just had to have the brick house in the background, didn't he? But guys, this is the non-glowing version, right? Why don't we go take a look and see what it looks like in-game at night time and get a good look at that. Porcelain Collection has been doing very, very nicely recently of all the deplorable skins. With this glow-in-the-dark scheme, it's just wonderful, isn't it? That looks amazing. Now, I should also point out, Hanushka helped make it as well, so thank you very much. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the likes of Porcelain Collection. Last week we had that garage door. It's now selling $4 already. I'm not surprised because the Porcelain Collection is doing absolutely fantastic. Right, so ever since we got this large box being accepted, the furnace just kept going up and up and up in price. Let me just point out, this came out in 2022. So with more and more and more and more deplorable skins being accepted, all of the deplorable skins are getting more and more traction. They're going up more and more in price. They all look wonderful. Well, I mean, I don't think the glow-in-the-dark theme is on the furnace. Again, this came out a year ago. But for all the recent deplorable skins, they've definitely got this nice, very artistic-looking glow effect. And if the rug is accepted, yes, I do think these would go up in price even more. I'm looking at them with great positivity. I know people are looking at them and enjoying them, and apparently YouTubers are using these as well, so there's even more interest in using these. So as a whole, the collection, we got these weapons and whatnot. What's mainly going to help these is if we get the hoodie and pants accepted, if we see another version of it being attempted. But with the deployables, we could isolate them to be by themselves. Yes, with more deplorable skins being accepted, the already existing deplorable skins very likely will get a spike in demand and a spike in price. The investment is there. Are you going to jump in? And are you looking forward to this? Because this is a masterpiece. Vase, Hanushka, best of luck to you. I'm going to be brutally honest. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if this is accepted. I just know loads of people are going to want to buy that. At the very least, Face Punch, sell that for at least $3. It will still sell 30,000. You'll make a lot of money. So, I look forward to that. Best of luck to you, Mr. Vase and Hanushka. Right, okay. We got a little bit of a problem here. Oh, damn it. So, Kadrix, this is to skin creators, right? Kadrix, you've submitted 2 different skins. Now, you made a skin and an alternative. That's fine. You're allowed to release a skin with an alternative. Totally fine. But you can't submit a completely different skin during the same week, right? Now, this mainly applies to the rules of TGG's lists. You're allowed to submit as many skins as you want in the workshop. That's fine. But if you want to have a decent chance in actually getting your skin accepted into the list and potentially into the Rust store, you cannot submit 2 different skins. Yes, you might sit there and say, oh, but they're both sleeping bags, but they are still technically 2 different skins. Please avoid doing this. Only 1 skin a week. But yes, you are allowed to have an alternative option, alternative texture. If the idea is still somewhat the same, you can have like a different color. You could have had that red, green, blue, yellow, something different, but you're not allowed to make a completely different skin during the same week. So because of that, I'm not going to give that the time of day. Let's move on to the likes of this lifeboat sleeping bag. And you know what, Mr. Slivkey? Props to you. That's actually a pretty cool looking sleeping bag idea. That's clever. You've done a good job there. That's a clever idea. So yeah, he's got it on the beach. He's just got it right there. That in terms of a unique idea. You've definitely got 10 points there. That's perfect. That's awesome. If only you released this back when we had the kayaks being introduced. And it looks like the... oh, there you go. The image is working now. So, Slivkey, in terms of creative ideas, +1. Good job there, mate. So let's see if that potentially gets accepted. If you like what you see, chat, YouTube, make sure to go check the description of this video and click the link to go look at all of the skins yourself, which you can see right here. And please consider voting yes or no for the skins that you have seen. We've got some box skins now. Small box, large boxes, loads of boxes, too many boxes, God help me. So we have a continuation of the Rampage wooden door that we had accepted just a couple weeks, no, it was a good few weeks ago, wasn't it? It's about a month ago. Yes, this is made by Yat and Sun Art. You can see how they slowly built up the design. Get a good look at that. It looked very nice. But that was from their door that they made. This right here is a box. A box. A box. Right, so Rampage door. Rampage. And here it is. So at the moment, we only have this wooden door, and it's selling for 80 cents on the market. Guys, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. We need to see a whole lot more Rampage deployable skins to be accepted to really see a big difference on the likes of this door. Wooden doors don't really tend to be very good investments. I'm not surprised to see this. But with the likes of more and more deployables being made and accepted, I think the wooden door could get a bit of help. But if anything, like I said, with the likes of the porcelain collection, more and more deployables usually does mean the pre-existing deployables do go up in price. Keep at it, yeah, and to the Sun Art, sorry, there's two Sun people. Sorry. Yeah, and Sun Art, keep up the good work, keep trying. Sheet metal doors, double doors, wooden double doors. Keep at it, keep trying, and if you get more accepted, all the better for your pre-existing skins. So let's see if that works out all right for you. Now we got this brick stock large box again. Brick skins. So Sod Sender, you did this with an interesting idea. Of course, when bricks are being transported from one place to another, they do get wrapped up like this. So clever idea, clever idea. Props to you, because there are some other brick skins that we're about to show you. But Sod Sender, at least you had a more unique idea with it. So props to you. Now we've got this patterned large wood box. Oh, it's made by Kadrix again. Buddy, how many skins did you... You got to stop that, all right? I might just stop adding you to my own lists from now on if you keep doing that. Right, dumpster large box. So, this is made by Fresh and Mr. Rise. Chat, do you need to put some stuff away, wrapped up, and, you know... why do you have so many things wrapped up in carpets? Yes, we have a dumpster, large box. Do you like the aesthetic, the design? Do you just need to dump a whole bunch of crap into here? Well, we have the perfect large box for you, the dumpster box. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. You can put whatever you want in it. Things you might need to just dispose of, things you might need to hide. The option is up to you. Then we have the berry collection continuing. So, Keka, I'm going to be honest with you now, mate. You've submitted 5 of these now, and I haven't seen one being accepted. If this isn't accepted, maybe it's safe to say that you should consider making something else. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, right? Nothing wrong with it. But if you're actively trying to get your skins accepted, maybe it's time to accept that you're probably going to move on and make something else. I'm just saying, like, yeah, like, you've had 5 now. And if one hasn't been accepted by now, I don't imagine any other different colours potentially going to get accepted. So maybe try and turn it into a door or something. You know, try and make other deployables. See what happens. Try it that way. You could have had a whole deployable set with it being a different coloured berry. That could have worked. So you could tweak it, or you could make something completely new. Other than that, it's a nice design, but it hasn't been accepted yet, any of the colours, so we shall see. And I mentioned this, I told you, there's more brick skins. Damn it, Snake Eyes, why? I can't open it now because you got concrete all... It's stuck! How am I meant to get my components? What have you done? Yes, so brick theme skins, because of the brick skin potentially on the horizon. Do you like what you see? Do you want to have a load of bricks? Loads of bricks. Bricks everywhere. Bricks through the window. Bricks! I love bricks. Do you? Please consider voting yes or no. And again, more bricks. So this is made by Mr. Sadist. We got red bricks on the side and grey bricks all in the middle of it. Loads of concrete is being used this week. It's quite expensive. It's quite expensive. You've got to chill out. So yes, if you like Sadist's version instead, please consider voting yes or no. Let's now move on to doors. We got some wooden doors. We got some sheet metal doors, of course, with more brick stuff on the way. So let's go take a look. Graffiti wooden door. This is made by Drug Vlad, and you can see how he developed this. In fact, go take a look at that whilst I take a real quick drink. Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. Very cool. All right. Do you like it? Are you a fan? Do you like graffiti-style door skins? Well, we've also got a glow-in-the-dark version. Get a good look at this. Get a good look at this. Where's the glow? Show me the glow. It's a faint glow. Right. It's a very faint glow, which I do think people do appreciate. So if you like the looks of that, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Drag Vlad. Now we have the OSB door. So this is a continuation of the box skin that we had accepted this week. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I don't think people seem to be super in demand for this. It's a very, very, very somewhat plain-looking box skin. Nothing wrong with that. Obviously, it had a gimmick, it had a theme to it. But I'm not sure if it's going to magically go up in demand and up in price if this wooden door were to be accepted. It's nice to see that you're continuing the collection, but I just don't know if it's going to work out amazingly. I mean, at the end of the day, you got your skin accepted, Mr. Wagan, Mr. WAG, but we shall see. You never know. Things might work out all right for you. So if that works, best of luck then. So if you like what you see, chat, please consider voting yes or no. Now we have the sheet metal door, starting off with the Neon Skull Passage made by Alloy and Falco. This is a GIF. Oh, look at this. Look at that. That looks nice, and it's very helpful. You can see what it looks like during the day, and you can see what it looks like at night time. Very nice visuals. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan of this? Please consider voting yes or no. What inspired you for this? What's going on? Do you have inspirations down here? No? Okay, then. Well, if you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Then we got a brick. A brick. Why can't I say words anymore? RAF has made the brick sheet metal door. So yeah, nothing wrong with that. Looks pretty nice, but he's not the only person who's made a sheet metal door, is he? So get a good look at that. No glow or anything. Very nice. But now we have Mr. Freddy Krueger and JJ. So you might remember Mr. Freddy has been the guy who's been making a lot of skins in reference to the likes of all the new content. So do you remember the Adobe door? He was successful in getting this accepted. How well was that doing at the moment? Was it June 1st it came out? Am I wrong? Was it May? I think it was May time because we had complete the sets and that kind of... Yeah, okay, there we are. Right, so that doesn't seem to be doing super great at the moment. Unlucky. But, you know, you're not in control of that, are you? So back over to here. You got that accepted. You made attempts for the shipping container. Unlucky it didn't work. But, as we can see here, you have been doing quite a lot of skins in reference to the... you know, the different types of walls we had. That was sheet metal door. Then we have the stone door. Then we have the wood door. And we have the twig doors. This was given away as a Twitch drop, which was a big surprise. But yeah, anyway. So you've been very successful. And I'm sorry, RAF. I know we've kind of been talking more about him. But I kind of wouldn't be surprised if Face Punch probably just stick with him. It wouldn't be too surprising. That right there is essentially the same type of door. But... they'll probably just keep a theme and stick with Mr. Freddy. Nothing wrong with that, I guess, but yeah. Bricks, 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 bricks. We love bricks, bricks, bricks. So best of luck to everybody. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no for them. Let's move on to the doors, the garage doors. And then we have even more garage doors, loads of doors, garage doors, garage doors, garage doors, Armour doors, and double door too. Right, so what do we have here? This is the antique marble version 2 garage door. This is made by Mr. Domch number 1. Get a good look at this. Looking pretty nice, looking pretty cool. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no if you're a fan of this. Then we have the UAV drone version 2, which glows in the dark. This is made by Mr. Panda's work, a newer skin creator. Get a good look at this. Yes, that looks pretty nice. It's like a controller. Pretty interesting. Glows in the dark, as you can see. Do you like it? Do you like it? Is it a bit too much? Is it a bit over the top? You decide. Use those votes that you have in possession. Do you like it? The choice is yours. Best of luck, Mr. Panda's Workshop. Now we have the Armory Garage Door. Non-glowing version made by Mad Polly. Get a good look at this. Do you like it? And at night time, it looks like this. But then, here's the glowing one, and as you can see, it has a light right there. So, a little bit of glowing right at the top, which I guess a lot of people would appreciate. Are you a fan? Do you like the Armory Garage Door? Please consider voting yes or no if you like it. Now we have the Bunker Storage Garage Door. This is made by Ghost. Get a good look at this. Oh, yes, right. There's some other content that's on the horizon. The gun racks. So, with what we have here is obviously in reference to even more content that's on the horizon. So, bricks, emojis, and gun racks. Now, gun racks are actually like pre-staging. So, they aren't expected to appear for early August. That might cook for another few months, maybe, potentially. But it is on the horizon, and I think that is potentially going to be DLC. Regardless, here we have someone making a skin in reference to new upcoming content. At least it isn't bricks, all right? We've seen enough of those. That's a pretty cool idea. If it isn't accepted, probably not the end of the world, because like I said, I don't think we're getting gun racks immediately. You could probably cook on that a little bit longer, Ghost, right? You could probably cook on it a little bit longer. It doesn't... Oh, it does glow. It glows a little bit right there, and a little bit there for the hammer for some reason. But yeah, if it isn't accepted, you probably got a lot more time to work on it if you want. So keep an eye on that, chat, if you like it, and we'll see what happens. Now we've got the Golden Gots Garage Door. So Sean Mick recently has decided, I'm going to make everything gold. Where did you get the financing for this? Tell me. So yeah, this is a golden garage door. Get a good look at that. It's got loads of gold bars. At least we can see nobody pinch one this week. That's nice to see. And yeah, it doesn't seem to glow. The light that you see here is being shone onto it. It's just reflecting. It's very shiny. Gold tends to be quite shiny. So, looks pretty nice. Let's see if it potentially gets accepted. Best of luck to you, Mr. Shaw Mick. However, earlier this year, we did have the minted gold garage door being accepted. I'm not sure if we're face punchers look in the mood to accept even more gold skins. So, we shall see. Of course. Good job. Right, so... This is what happens when you play ball games in the car park. If you keep kicking the ball at the garage door, it's going to lose all its brickwork. So yeah, do you remember that old rule that was supposed to be put in place for garage doors? The texture needs to actually look like it can roll up. I don't think a brick wall can be rolled up, but we're past that now. I don't think Face Punch cares about that rule anymore. So yeah, this is a brick wall, brick wall, and it obviously has taken quite a bit of damage. Maybe an old lady reversed her car and crashed into the wall. Gotta love those old people driving cars. But yeah, another brick skin. So if you're a fan of it, please consider voting yes or no. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. But some people looked at the brick building skin that's on the horizon, and they thought differently. See, what you have here are people who made like residential garage doors, as in an actual garage door that you might see in a neighbourhood. And Mr. Chillag here has the perfect video to show off to you. Let's go watch some art, chat. Let's go watch some art. La 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 la. What a lovely neighbourhood. Ah, what a lovely garage door for the car. Hey neighbour, you have a cool garage door. Yes, he does. Get a good look at that. Mr. Chelag with his wonderful directive art pieces. The movies. Yes. Absolute keynote. Thank you. If you want to well, you do. Yeah. Thank you. If you want one for yourself, consider voting for it in the workshop. Maybe devs choose it. Haha. Yes, maybe. La da 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 da. Come on, Face Punch. He's giving you Kino. Why won't you appreciate his cinematic masterpieces? Come on now. But yes, here we are. The idea is residential, fairly worn out garage doors. You can see it. Do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no. But he does have competition because he's not the only person that thought of something like this. Mr. Duck has decided to try and approach this with a much more cleaner, nicer looking garage door, and he made 3 alternative coloured versions. So you might see here there's some shine. That's not you being able to see through this. This is like tinted, worn out glass. You can't see through it. So this is the red version, this is the blue version, and this is the grey version. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. Let's see if Mr. Duck could be successful. He's already been plenty successful. Make him more successful. But yeah, you get the idea. More residential garage doors. So let's see if that works out all right. Do you like it? Use the power of your voting. Right, now we have a continuation of a collection, or rather, a door. Yes, do you remember the bismuth door that was accepted earlier this year? Well, we've got another bismuth door right here, the garage door. This is nice and shiny, and I believe we have a glow-in-the-dark version. Whoa! Get a good look at that! So, that's nice and colourful and in your face, and it might make you trip out and have a psychedelic trance. Yeah. That looks really nice. So, Mr. Wirecat, we saw your bismuth door being accepted quite some time back, didn't we? Here we are. Now, in terms of price, it's not doing super great. 86 pennies, not the best. However, like we've said previously, with these deployable skins, if we can see more and more deployable skins being accepted, we very likely can see a spike in demand and a spike in price. If we see the garage door being accepted, I'd like to see a couple more deployables being accepted after that. And then you might see the bismuth collection really turn into a pretty interesting deployable collection. More investment, more prices going up, much better. But for what I see here, that does look really nice. And chat, if you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Now we have an armoured door. This is made by KVA and hello. Get a good look at this. It's the insulation armoured door. It's very well insulated, as you can see. Wow. I hope the room inside isn't too hot. So get a good look at that. Do you like it? Are you a fan? It doesn't appear to glow in the dark. Just wanted to point that out. It doesn't look like this can glow in the dark. No, it does not. All right, well, if you are a fan, please consider voting yes or no. And now, the final deplorable of this week, made by Mr. Sir Q, we have another Heaven skin. Previously, last week, we saw a Heaven AK-47. Well, he probably thought to himself, I like this design, I reckon I'm going to go ahead and try and make a double door. And fair enough, this does look very nice. And you might notice that, yes, this door does glow in the dark. That is a very nice looking design. The gold trim on the sides, very nice. Sheet metal double doors. Last year we only saw 3 of them being accepted. We did see one being accepted fairly recently with the Abyss update, the Deep Sea double door. But I'll be honest with you, for a nice, colourful, lavish, detailed looking design right here, I wouldn't say no to that. That looks nice. And of course, double doors by themselves tend to be very nice investments. I can show you right now. That double door that we saw recently is already in the positive. It's comfortably in the positive. At the moment, it's alright. But more double door skins, I definitely welcome it. Face Punch, for some reason, doesn't seem to like them that much in terms of accepting them. Wooden double doors, sheet metal double doors, armour double doors, nope. You hardly see them being accepted. You know. Have you been keeping track of all the rust doors? When was the last wooden double door to be accepted? Yeah, you can't remember, can you? There you go. Ha ha. Do you want to find out? Let's go do that then. When was the last wooden double door to be accepted? The answer is... That's not... Okay, look, that was given away for free during Twitch Rivals. I won't count that. I'm talking about one in a rust door. Firefly's double wooden door. That was May of 2022. Yeah, double doors just don't seem to be accepted that much. It's awkward, isn't it? Anyway, other than that, Did you like any of these deployable skins? Which one was your favourite? Which is your favourite brick deployable skin of the week? Do you like bricks? Yes, we like bricks. Do you like bricks? Yes, we like bricks. Right, so which one was your most favourite deployable skin? Which of these do you reckon has the best chance in actually being accepted? Which of these would you really want to have in your base? Feel free to comment in YouTube or whatnot. Whilst you think on that, I'm going to take a real quick drink break and then we're going to move on to tools and weapons. Alright. Okay, so as you can see, we have some rock skins. Let's go take a look at all of these. Then we have a satchel charge, a bone club, some hammers, and okay. So this is the walnut, the important walnut. This is made by multi-name Boris and Marco. Get a good look at this. Do you like walnuts? Do you like nuts? Do you want to throw nuts at people? We got the walnut right here for you. But we also have one with eyeballs. I saw this yesterday. If you've seen it, I uploaded a video today. New Rust... okay, so I made a video talking about Halloween ideas. I wanted to send a message to Face Punch themselves. And I was just saying, yeah, we usually see some silly skins appearing on the workshop anyway. Lo and behold, this appeared right when I said it. Perfect timing, you two. That definitely helped out that video. So, if you like the goofy-looking important walnut... you can go to the description right now and you can consider voting yes or no if you like this rock skin. But he does have competition. What do you see? Right here, we have the bunny rock, bunny rock, bunny rock, bunny rock, bunny rock. Do you like the fluffy bunnies? Do you want to hold the bunnies? Do you want to pet the bunnies? Do you want to have the bunnies? We got the bunny rock. Yes, it's another pet rock skin. So, Mr. Keke has been going wild with all the pet rock skins this year. So far, we've only had 2 accepted. Maybe we might see one being accepted for a future complete the sets. Maybe, possibly. We got a full Beanie Baby collection right here, and now we're on to bunny rock. Do you like these pet rocks? Because I've made mention of this. With these pet rocks, let's just type rock skin here. Actually, no, we had the hermit crab. We could probably just work from there. Because this is a theme I've been noticing. With all of these animal skins being accepted as rock skins, the novelty of a animal skin is kind of wearing off. Remember how we had the frog rock, very goofy, very silly, sold quite a lot, did all right for a while, suffered a fair bit with the summer sale and whatnot, but it also suffered with the likes of all of these animal rocks appearing. And with more and more with more and more animal-themed rocks being accepted, the novelty of all of them is starting to kind of wear off a fair bit. As in, well, you want a goofy animal rock to use? Which one do you pick? And you have far too many choices. There you go. Do you understand now? Are you on Team Frog? Are you on Team Capybara? Are you on Team Hamster? Are you on Team Crab? You know? Wield your rocks and go to war with each other. Whack each other around the head, you know? I mean, fish rock as well. We can't forget about the fish legion. So, anyway, moving on. You understand what I'm trying to get across. With every new animal skin being accepted, the novelty of the other ones kind of wears off a bit, and everybody who's looking to try and actively find a new animal rock to use, well, they've got too many options, and it unfortunately can badly affect the potential sales that these animal rocks can have, and potential prices and going up. So, yeah. Too many options, but nice to see it. I think a lot of people would appreciate the bunny rabbit rock, and we'll see if that potentially gets accepted, Mr. Keke. Last week you submitted a beaver rock, didn't you? Was it the week before? I can't remember. But anyway, cool idea. Let's see what happens. Right, we got the straw satchel. This is made by Jessin and Xenia Paris. Get a good look at this. I mean, it's definitely going to set on fire. Is this reliable to cover it in straw? I'll be honest with you, I don't think we've seen many satchels. No, we haven't. We have hardly seen any satchel charge skins being accepted this year. I think it was Lunar New Year? That's Satchelo. No, go away. Yeah, you know what? I can at least look for Lunar New Year. January. Uh-oh, went too far. Back to here. Yep, Lunar New Year. And it was the red. And there we go. Yeah. And how many satchel charges have we had fairly recently? The answer is, yep, only one. Only one. Last year we had 4. Before that 2. Before that 4. So yeah, we don't see many of them being accepted anyway. But, yeah, we don't see many of them being submitted that much either. I should point that out. So, for a random, one-off, unique design, this looks perfectly fine. Best of luck to you, Jess and Xenia Paris. Chat, YouTube, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Moving on, we have a bone club. Thank God it says flashlight. Right, so this is the bone flashlight. This is supposed to be like an electronic torch. Completely unique idea. I don't know what to say. Novarom, where did you think of this? There's not much left of the bone here, but it's the most awesome handmade flashlight in the whole wasteland. And yes, of course, it has glowing parts. This is a glow-in-the-dark bone club. This is really, really, really out there. I would never have thought of anything like this being made, but there you go. Skin creators, they just have these random spurts of creativity and they'll make something wacky for you. So if you appreciate the wacky, are you a fan of this? Please consider voting yes or no. The bone flashlight. I don't think we see many bone skins being accepted. Let's go take a look. So, Bone Club. Bone Club. 2022, we had the Chocolate Club. This was accepted during Easter. So, could we see maybe our one Bone Club acceptance of the year being the flashlight? Use your votes wisely. And we'll move on. Right, we've got a brick hammer. Oh, I can't escape this, can we? Cubist and Mothcat, good day to you, gentlemen. How are you doing? You've made a hammer skin, but we have talked about hammer skins recently, haven't we? For some strange reason, Facepunch isn't accepting hammer skins. It's really weird. We have not seen a hammer skin being accepted to a Rust store since March of 2022. Well over a year. I have no idea why this is happening, but maybe with a skin in theme with the new upcoming content that is the brick building skin DLC, maybe this actually might get accepted. It would be nice to see, but don't keep your hopes up. I don't know. They just don't want to accept hammers anymore. It is weird. It is weird. You are constantly using a hammer, aren't you? So why wouldn't you keep introducing hammer skins? I'm clueless. But yeah, there you go. That was the last marketable one to be introduced. And because of that, pretty much every single hammer skin now is in the positive. Every single one of them is now a profit. Simply because the source, the flow of all the new hammer skins, it's gone. It's gone. It's all dry. It's all dry. So maybe we'll see it being accepted. Let's see. Right, now we've got the mailbox hammer. This is made by Hollow. Hello, Hollow. Mail whoever opposes you a hammering defeat based on the mailbox in-game. Well, I mean, nothing wrong with that. Looks pretty cool. Perfectly fine for what it is. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Are you a fan? Please consider voting yes or no. Now we're going to move on to tools. We have stone tools, and looks like we've got a continuation here. Got a pretty interesting looking jackhammer as well. So let's go take a look. The Baboki hatchet. So this is made by Jiba. Get a good look at this. It's got a nice little blue pattern design. This is what it looks like in some darkness. I don't think this glows in the dark. And then we'll move on to the little pickaxe here, stone pickaxe. Looks pretty nice. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. Then we have coral stone hatchet and pickaxe, I believe. In the depths of the ocean, there are many secrets that are covered in darkness and silence. But today, we will not talk about this because we have a damn coral from the bottom of the ocean in our hands. Don't ask how we got it out of here, but it will be great to make something out of it and use it for survival purposes. So, Michael and CD, you got a pretty nice looking pink coral design. I don't think you're actually allowed to take coral out of the ocean. I think you can get fined very heavily. I don't think there's any laws on the Rust Island, so I think you can get away with it. Pretty cool. Nice little makeshift design to it. If you like it, please consider voting yes or no. I hope you aren't afraid of holes. Yeah, I know there are people that have the fear of holes. So, but sorry. Toy! Yeah, why was I saying tier? Toy! Pickaxe. Toy hatchet. Do you remember the toy collection? I do. It was made by Little Ranger, and earlier this year we did see some toy skins being accepted, didn't we? So, let's go take a look at this. Now, in terms of tools, I don't think we've had any tool skins accepted so far. So we've had loads of weapons. We had some armor. We never did get that clothing, did we? Little Ranger, please do not be afraid. Please consider doing a version 2 of this at some point. Maybe not make it so colourful, rather just make it more yellow. Yeah, don't go aggressive on all the blues and the reds and whatnot. Just try and make it mainly one colour. I think Facepunch would probably approve of it a little bit better than. But anyway, toy collection looking pretty good at the moment. Looking pretty good. Would the likes of the tools make that much of a difference? I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I don't think so. But independently, independently, these designs, I think they actually could work out very nicely. Hatchets and pickaxes aren't exactly the best of investments. If you go look at all the hatchets recently that came out, there might be randomly one being manipulated, maybe. It was the Wasteland hatchet. Looks like it's not getting manipulated anymore. It's down in the negative. But anyway, we even had the From Hell hatchets and pickaxes. Now look at them. Look at all of the recent ones. Hardly any of them are in the positive. They're all in the negative. It's awkward. It's sad. It's depressing. But yeah, tools just don't really seem to hold value. Why did I look at Tiki? I don't want to look at Tiki. I want to look at pickaxes. Go away. Right, pickaxe. Here we are. Yeah, pickaxe skins just don't seem to hold up. It's awkward, isn't it? I don't know why. You do use them, right? You do appreciate them, right? Well, anyway, a nice, colourful, unique design right here. I think that could work out very nicely. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets accepted. And Little Ranger, please consider making hoodie and pants again. I think a lot of people would greatly appreciate that. So, something potentially on the horizon. Let's see if that works. Chat, do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no. Now we've got the drill jack hammer. Jack. Zinc and Eichfinia with a drill jack hammer. Yes. Get a good look at that. I think that looks pretty cool. I actually think this is a really nice looking design. I think that actually might get accepted. I think that's worthy of getting accepted. In terms of a nice, unique, but fairly realistic approach. Yeah. Yeah, that looks perfect. Obviously, it doesn't spin around a drill, but it does look like a drill that you might actually buy from a store. Yeah, store. I was trying to think of the specific store. What would you call it? Because, well, I'll just call it like a building shop or something. I don't know. But yeah, it does look like an electric drill, so yeah. Do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Zinc and Eichfinia. So with the tools out of the way, we can start looking at guns. Glorious, glorious guns. Shut up, phone. I'm talking. Right, so we have handguns here, starting off with the coconut. The coconut nut is not a nut, it's the... Sorry. So this is made by Upor and Hypermonster. We've been looking at a lot of coconut themed skins recently, haven't we, guys? And with this, we have a coconut Eoka. And I'll be honest with you, we haven't seen an Eoka skin being accepted for quite a while. Maybe this is a decent chance for it. Coconuts? Are you mad for coconuts? Do you like what you see? Please consider giving this a nice vote. So, best of luck. I feel like that's got a pretty decent chance. The design of it, how it's all cut up and whatnot, it's pretty good. Keep up the good work, gentlemen. Right, Sap Banker. This is made by Legacy and Lifter, patterned by Legacy. Get a good look at this. Kind of reminds me of the Glock skin that we have in CSGO. But obviously this is a Sap. So yeah. Pretty cool. Nice to see. Do you want a gun covered in money? Well, if you think you got the money shot, consider voting yes or no. Then we have the Flamingo. Universe Kid has a Flamingo gun. You can see how it came out. It looks really goofy at that point there, but obviously when you add more of the colour, it kind of looks a little bit better. Alright, so we got a Flamingo Sap with a little comic to it. Do you like what you see? Do you want a lovely pink bird skin? That's very bright. Ah! Yep, if you're a fan, please consider voting yes or no for the Sunny Flamingo Sap made by Mr. Universe Kid. Then we have the Echoed Spiral Sap. Oh, we've got a nice aim down the sight image there. Nice light blue. That should stand out on most environments. So this is made by NX Bula. So get a good look at the side panels. Nice spirally design and this somewhat golden coloration. Yep. Yep. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no for the Echoed Spiral Sap. Then we have Pythons. Right, so this is the Alien Metal Python. Get a good look at that. Oh, that looks a bit weird. So this is made by Fuf. F-U-F. I don't know how to pronounce that, mate. Sorry. Fuff. We'll call him Fuff. Yep, that looks really weird. It's all like gooey. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Now we've got the Elegant Red Revolver. Get a good look at this. Yep, this is made by Golden Dreamer. Get a good look. Nice and red. Aim down the sight. Yep, that's also red. A somewhat slightly pinkish red, I guess you could say. But yeah, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no for the elegant red Python. Then we have the Emerald Alloy, and we looked at this earlier. Hello, Mr. Debsky. Nice to see you again. We have the Emerald Alloy Python. Get a good look at that. It's very nice. Gold, shiny emerald is what I meant to say. It's got a nice sleek design to it, looking pretty good. Aim down the sight. What do we have for the aim sight colour? It is green. It's like dark green, but outlined with light green. That actually should help out for most environments. That actually was a little clever idea you had there, so that's pretty cool. Well, Mr. Debsky, let's see if that works out all right for you. Best of luck. Let's see if people would like to see the Emerald Alloy Python. Is it like the Gamma Doppler? Right, ladies Python. This is made by Epic. And I think he was actually going for a Barbie design or something. I don't. Yeah. He's definitely got a Barbie idea right there, doesn't he? So let's see if that works out all right. He couldn't say Barbie, but you might. Yeah. Let's see if that works out all right. And he also has a cut-off version. It's up to you if you like that, but I don't think any Python skin that's tried this has been accepted before, but he was wise to consider doing both a regular version and a different variety, very alternate version. Yeah, we'll just go with that. I can't speak anymore. Right, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Then we've got the pretty plastic Python made by Ebu and Kurama Project. Those who see this weapon shouldn't underestimate its sweet and plastic appearance. Sure. So it's got a lot of like neon blue and pink to it. Oh, wow. Get a good look at that. So, do you like the colour scheme? Do you like the pattern? Do you like the flowers? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no if you're a fan of the pretty plastic Python. Then we have the Python Bite. A lot more down to earth, grounded approach. Nice little design pattern here. Oh, actually, that looks really cool. The snake pattern here, the scales, the snake, the tooth. That looks really nice, Mike. That looks pretty cool. You can't really see it that well, but yeah. The hand obviously is going to cover it, but that right there, oh, it's got transparency. Huh. Well, fair enough. Maybe that's going to look pretty good in game. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. So those are all the handguns. We can now move on to the likes of the SMGs. Oh, trypophobia. We just talked about that. The fear of holes. We've also got some SARS here. Right, so here we have the Tinsmith SMG. This is made by Xenon. Last week we saw a Tinsmith skin, didn't we? Get a good look at this. Do we have a nice aim down the sight image? No, we do not. That is disappointing. Come on now, Xenon. We've got to see what the colour you have for the tip. But I'll be honest with you, looking at the tip right there, it looks like it's just grey. So, if you like the Meccano-style design, please consider voting yes or no. And we'll see if that potentially gets accepted. Then we have the Hellscape MP5. Get a good look at this. This is made by SMKSS, Marduk, and IGWT Menace. That's how you say it. Sorry, I mumbled and fumbled and fell over. But get a good look at this. It's the aim down the sight colour, and it is a somewhat light orange. Should be helpful in most environments. If you like this colour scheme, pattern, and whatnot, please consider voting yes or no for the Hellscape MP5. There we have the Trypophobia Thompson. Yes, do you not like the sight of holes? Well, this is going to make you scream. Mr. Hessiam has made the Trypophobia Thompson. Get a good look at that. Looks a bit goofy in game, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. It's got like mold patches all over it. Alright, so if you like the theme of it, if you're a fan, please consider voting yes or no. If you don't like it, well, I'm sorry, but it seems you're afraid of holes. You have trypophobia. Then we have the Panther Thompson. This is a continuation of the crossbow that was accepted. And, of course, the AK from quite a long time ago. This is made by Mr. Svonspa. Get a good look at this. Oh, aim down the sight. What's the colour there? The answer is, it is just a regular black tip. So, get a good look. Oh, I think I would sneeze. Oh. Seems I'm afraid... seems I am allergic to panthers. We'll have to skip ahead in a minute real quickly. But yes, this, of course, is a continuation of the Panther collection. We've got the crossbow currently in the Rust store. The AK-47 seems to be doing quite alright, but then again, it's a very old skin. It came out 6 years ago, so it's nice to see some very old skins randomly getting these continuations being made and accepted. I believe last week we saw the likes of that golden crossbow, didn't we? So here we have the Panther crossbow being accepted, and maybe, just maybe, it could turn into a full-fledged weapon collection. Would you like to see more of the Panther designs and whatnot? Please consider voting yes or no. Then we have SARS, Tiara SAR. This is Evan the Obj. How do I pronounce it properly? Object? Evan Object? We could probably just call you that. Or we'll just call you Evan. So this is the Tiara SAR. The Tiara SAR, ensuring that every sparkle of your princess's tiara remains undisturbed, empowering you to reign with grace, beauty, and uncompromising security. So, get a good look at this pink SAR design. Aim down the sight. What's the colour of the tip? The tip is gold. Beautiful gold. Yes. So, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Now we've got the Archangel SAR. This is made by GBG and Trigger. Get a good look at this. It's very golden. It's got like a wing pattern to it. It's a heavenly weapon, indeed. So, aim down the sight. What do we see? What's the colour of the tip? The tip is gold as well. Golden tips for everybody. Yay! Get a good look at the shine on this. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no if you like the Archangel SAR. Then we have the tape SAR. So instead of having a nice colour pattern, no, I'm just going to tape it all over. Don't remove the tape. Back to the bag. Kiss my SAR. What does that say? Recoil. Def. Orp. Easy loot. Crack. Okay, so it's covered it in all these goofy little doodles, and howdy. You know what? It's different. I'll give you that. We don't see many taped up weapon skins like this. So, yeah. Aim down the sight. What's the colour of the tip? The tip is a reddish coloration. Alright, so that should be helpful. Alright then. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. Now we have the Underworld SAR. This is a pretty... Wow, that looks pretty cool. So this is made by Odyssey. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You can see the design pattern. What's going on over here? I don't want to look at my Discord right now. Who's pinging me constantly? Sorry about this. I'm too afraid to look because they keep spamming stupid stuff, and they really should know I'm doing this video right now. Anyway, yep. So this is the Underworld SAR. Get a good look at this. Yep. All right. Yep. That looks really cool. Reminded me of the Painkiller video. Judas Priest. Yeah, he is the painkiller. That looks cool. Heavy metal design. Cool idea. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted, Mr. Odyssey. Best of luck to you. But you do have very strong competition right here. For, you see, we have Treasures of Osiris. Yes, do you remember the crossbow that was introduced not too long ago? I believe it was last week. Well, Mr. Robstar has decided to go ahead and make a very nice looking SAR. Get a good look at that. Ever so nicely golden. The nice trim, the various different colours. That looks really, really nice there, Mr. Robstar. You have made a very nice looking SAR skin right there. Now, aim down the sight. What do we see? Oh, crap. Sorry. There we are. Aim down the sight. What do we see? Yep, it's nice and red and golden for the tip. Everybody's getting golden tips today, lads. Best of luck. So, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Very nice designs, Robstar. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Keep up the good work. I'd like to see that on a door. Try doing that on deployable skins. I think that I'd greatly appreciate that, because I can see it's kind of like Egyptian themed, and if everybody could have like an Egyptian themed set of like deployable skins, I think that would work out greatly. That's just my opinion. Consider doing that. So that's Robstar as a solo, and yeah, you might know him for making the likes of Military Collection and whatnot. So cool stuff, wonderful looking SAR. Now we're going to move on to the likes of the LR300s and the AKs. There's always loads of AKs. We can't get enough of the AKs, and an L96 to stop it. End it. Well, I mean, it stopped it. It's combat breaker. Stop the AKs. Right, so here we have the Gambler's LR300. No, gambling is bad. Never unbox things. Only invest instead. Investing is the key. Investing is how you make loads of money. Gambling? Ugh, disgusting. You lose it all. Everything will disappear. Everything you work for, gone in an instant. You'll never win with gambling. Never. People might sit there and say, but you might win. You might win it big soon at some point. No, you never win. You only suffer. And suffering is bad. Mr. Venn, let's see if that potentially works out all right for you. I haven't done you a very good service here saying gambling's bad. Well, it's a roulette design with nice coloration here, and you've got all the different symbols for the cards, and of course you've got the dice there, so let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Cool idea, but let's see if it actually gets accepted. Powder Gas LR300. This is different. What's this? It's like a melted chocolatey design. What's this supposed to be in reference? Oh wait, Fuff. Hang on a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're submitting far too many skins, my friend. Nope. Right, moving on. Arctic Protection LR300, made by Demon and Say Chains. Get a good look at this. It's got a nice red tip to it. Very nice, very useful. And to the side, we have this grey pattern design. Yep. Looking cool, looking very nice. Do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no. This is the continuation of the Arctic Protection collection. So let's go take a look at this. Protect. Is it just Arctic Collection? I think it's just called Arctic Collection here. So, yeah, this is part of this collection. Demon has tried his luck at getting a few weapons accepted, more primitive skins, he made some core pieces. He hasn't had an acceptance since January. It's quite unfortunate. He did get a lot of sales, though. We should point that out. He got a lot of sales. But anyway, moving on. He's now moving on to making some more, I guess, advanced weaponry for the collection. Do you reckon it'll work out quite well for all of this? I'm going to be brutally honest with you. This being accepted probably wouldn't matter too much. This is already in demand. Very nice, primitive Arctic snow environment camouflage is always going to be in demand. This just sold a ridiculous amount, but even then it's still selling somewhat nicely to its rust price. But anyway, as you can see here, this is already doing all right. I don't think this being accepted would make that much of a difference. If we saw loads of weapons being accepted, then maybe. But yeah, it'll be right. So if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Why have I suddenly got a runny nose? I don't know. Right, welded AR. We saw this earlier because it's made by Mr. PYH. Good day, sir. How you doing? Why did you weld up all of this to make an AK? You could have coloured it at the very least. Look at it. But, that's all a theme. That's the idea. Aim down the sight. What do we have right here? It is a regular design there. I can hear a dog in the background. I can hear a child in the background. Shut up, child. I'm talking about pixels. Glorious looking pixels. So yeah, you got a goofy little theme here, and it seems to be working out very nicely. So if you're a fan of like very makeshift style looking weapons, very grounded approach and whatnot, but somewhat more realistic, please consider voting yes or no. If it works, don't fix it. You could give it a little bit of paint. Right, pew pew. We got the pew pew AK. It says pew 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 pew. Yes, pew 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 pew. Ready? No, rusty cop. Right, so somewhat colourful. Aim down the sight. Probably not the best to look at the sun whilst you aim down the sight. I believe that's just black. Right, thank you. Alright then, so I'm pretty sure you've seen all of that. This is made by Mr. Kusel. If you're a fan of the design, do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no. Then we've got the Special Ops AK-47 with stock this time. So do you remember last week Mr. Kosem made one without stock? This week we got one with a stock. Kosem, you are aware that you're allowed to release both of them at the same time, right? This does have a nice red tip right there. I saw it in that little preview image. Does he have a name down the sight image? He doesn't. Kosem, you got to have a name down the sight image, mate. Got to show me what it looks like in first person view. I can see that there's a red tip right there. Alright? So just keep that in mind. If you're going to show off a weapon or a gun skin, you got to show what it looks like in first person view. But yeah, red tip right there. Helpful, useful. So, cool. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kosem. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Now we've got the Skull Breaker AR. Get a good look at this. First of all, aim down the sight. That's what we needed. Black tip. Very nice. Very cool. Get a good look at it on the side. So this is made by Mr. Shino as a solo And yeah, skulls with X's in the eyes and X's here. Is this because of Twitter? Is this because of Twitter? Are you sponsored by Twitter? Alright, get a good look at that. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no for the Skull Breaker AK-47. And then we've got the Rat Killer. We're breaking skulls, we're killing rats. So this has got like a hawk design right there. Some scratches, some leaves, the hazard symbol, I think. Yellowy, black. It's all worn out. It's hard to tell. But yeah, this is a somewhat colourful looking AK. Get a good look at that in game. Aim down the sight. What's the colour of the tip? The tip is it's black. Cool. Right. And then you can see how the design developed. This is made by Mr. Delarai. Cool looking approach, cool looking design. If you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Then we got the yeah, I knew it. Yeah, more emojis. Do you want all of the emojis on your AK? Have we gone too far? No, we can make it much worse. No, I'm joking. Errors, perfectly fine for what it is. You've obviously incorporated all of these new emojis, and well, it's up to the fans. It's up to the people. What are you going to vote? Yes or no? Do you like it? Do you not like it? It's not exactly his fault. These designs are what are being introduced to Rust. Maybe you'll gradually grow to appreciate them. Maybe you won't. But at the very least, would you like to see an AK like this being accepted? It's obviously self-referential to Rust, so we shall see. Look, he's so happy. And he's cool. And he's in love. So, yep. If you like it, I like how the eyes are right there. That actually works out quite all right. Aim down the sight. Oh, look at that. Perfect view. Black tip. So if you like it, please consider voting yes or no. And lastly, for the weapons and tools, we have Mr. Bastaz's Nitro Racer L96. Get a good look at this sniper rifle. What do you see? A very nice, very cool looking purpley blue coloration for the flames. A nice pattern here. This is a nice looking L96 here, buddy. That looks nice. Yeah, it's like a velvet felt. What material would you call this? Carbon fiber? No, I don't know. I don't know. Well, you could see it. You could appreciate it. If you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Are you a fan? Please consider voting yes or no. So that is Bastaz and Justy. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. And with that, that was all of the weapons and tools, gentlemen. Did you like what you see? Which one of these skins stood out to you the most? Which of these do you reckon is potentially got the best chance of being accepted? Which of these was your favourite? Which one of these would you like to actually use and run around with in game? Feel free to comment. Feel free to sit there and say what you like most. I'm going to take a quick drink, and I'm going to have to quickly check Discord. So let's just quickly sit here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, it was SteamDB. Okay, cool. Right then. Let's drink here. It was a CS2 update. I see. Right. That was very important. Thank you very much, Valve. I needed this right here, right now. Thank God it wasn't a brand new case. Imagine if that happened. This video has suddenly turned into a CSGO case investing video. Oh, that would have been awkward. Right. I can't help myself. Remember, we are looking at this with a financial perspective. But, you know, if there's look, If golden coins rain from the sky over there, I'm going to run over there and have my hands open, all right? So just understand. Actually, no, it might hurt. I might need to get a helmet on my head. Right. Anyway, we have the clothing and armor to take a look at. Let's go take a look at Captain Nemo, the Thermo primitive, Cactus primitive, and Frog cosplay primitive with more primitive, loads of primitive skins to take a look at. We have Captain Nemo's boonie hat. So this is a boonie hat, but he used transparency to only have it to make it look like a cap. Shedmon, pretty interesting approach. So of course, recently with the likes of the Abyss update, we have tugboats which you can ride around and utilize as a base, and well, Captain Nemo's hat would probably be a very good idea. So yeah, Captain Nemo from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Pretty cool idea. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. Then we've got Thermo Bandana. This is a design that we saw this last week, didn't we? Shaft. yeah, we saw this, and now we're moving on to the other primitive pieces. So he introduced the hide poncho with the hide pants, and this week he's now got the hide shirt and the bandana. We're going to go take a look at that. So, yeah, do you reckon it looks goofy? Well, don't matter. It keeps you nice and warm, and that's what matters in the snowy, cold environment. So, yep, that's pretty cool. You can see a nice rotation here as a GIF. All right, we'll look at that then. So, of course, very, very, very shiny. Sky Noise and Shaft, to be precise. Yep. And at night time, it shines a fair bit, but yeah, it's yeah. If you get any light near you, you're going to shine. So that's probably not the best, but again, it's to keep you warm. But that's the approach. That's the theme. Let's see if that works out. If you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Let's go take a look at the cactus primitive. Yes, so Chris or Christina, I don't know, you'd have to tell me. We are now seeing a continuation of the cactus furnace here. So I've already made mention before. The cactus collection actually started off with all of these primitive skins. Then the furnace came. The furnace was accepted. Fair enough. But Christina, or Chris, or whoever you might be, they've continued with more cactus primitive skins. So we've got the balaclava here and the poncho. Oh, don't you look nice and pretty with your flower on the sides? Pretty cool, pretty goofy, but I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate some more green primitive skins, wouldn't they? So if you're a fan, please consider voting yes or no, and let's see if that potentially works all right. And congratulations, Chris, for your first ever skin being accepted this past week. Let's see if you can continue it. Let's see if you can keep up the momentum. Then we've got over here Frog Cosplay, hide pants and shirt. So, do you remember, what was it, Most Wanted, or was it Complete the Sets? We were hoping to see the likes of Frog Cosplay Tier 3 being accepted. And then randomly, Face Punch decided, you know what, we're going to go accept Frog Cosplay Primitive instead. What? No, everything was perfectly in line to see the Tier 3 being accepted. We already have the hoodie and pants. We already have the Tier 2. We were rubbing our hands. We were waiting for that Tier 3 to be accepted. Nope, here's the primitive instead. Well then. Here we have a continuation of the primitive Frog Cosplay collection. Hide shirt and pants. Do you like what you see? Now you're going to probably sit there and say, oh look, green primitive, yay. No. It's too bright. If you're wondering why I keep mentioning green primitive, people obviously want to hide in the grassy areas, the forest and whatnot. But this is too bright for that, and I get the feeling that's why we've seen quite a lot of Frog cosplay being accepted. I guess Face Punch doesn't want to give you too much of an advantage with your skins. So yeah, that right there is Frog Cosplay, hide shirt and pants. Would you like to see some more primitive skins being accepted? Please consider voting yes or no. Then we've got a latex poncho. Put some pants on. God's sake, Mr. Hashaki, seriously. I understand it's latex, but we're not going that route, all right? So, yeah, it's literally just latex. Probably because he saw the likes of that golden poncho being accepted fairly recently. You could probably add some more stitching to it and whatnot. Come on, be a bit more creative. Right, there we got the dark red rose poncho and the skull mask. Get a good look at that. Looks a bit ghastly, a bit scary. Do you remember earlier this year we were a little bit worried because we thought lots of these were potentially going to get accepted, and then what? We only saw like 2. So we saw the crow one, we saw that golden one, and that was it. Done. Well, maybe we'll see another one potentially being accepted. Do you like this design? Do you reckon it looks cool? Do you reckon that looks nice? Would you like to wear it? Please consider voting yes or no. So this is made by Mr. Papacal. Get a good look at that. Oh, it's the same images. Yep, so if you'd like to see some more skull masks being made, please consider voting yes or no. Now we're going to move on to some higher tiers, some core pieces. Yep. So here we have the Pirate Road Sign Gloves. Pirate Collection, of course, has sold a ridiculous amount. Pirate Collection has been doing very nicely. Now, you might remember, not too long ago, we did see the likes of leather gloves being submitted with boots. So these were submitted after a week of it being in the workshop. It looked like it was perfectly fine for this to be accepted. Nope. Pirate Tier 2 jumps over it, skips the queue, gets accepted instead of it. So maybe Face Punch just isn't keen on leather gloves. That very likely could be the case. But is there a potential that we could see these road sign gloves accepted with the boots? Probably, yeah, that could happen. That could happen. Anyway, gloves, gloves, gloves. Would that have a positive impact on the likes of the pirate collection? I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I think there's far too much pirate skins that have been bought. They're not struggling. They're not struggling. Let me tell you, they are not struggling. Would we see a spike in demand if we saw the gloves being accepted? My answer to you is maybe. They're in a position right now where each and every single one of these core pieces has a good few hundred skins in the market. In fact, if I were to go take a look at the likes of... where were you about to go, Hedge? Let's go here. Steam Market. Right, let's go Steam Market. Front page. How many of them on the front page? Oh, no. Oh, well, there's the kilt. Kilt's there. But if you go look at how much quantity each and every single one of them has, so Pirate, I don't need to look at Clothing and Armour because I know by default these have tons of quantity. It's going to be very easy to distinguish these. Come on. Quantity up. Quantity up. Quantity up. Here we go. Right, look at all of that. Kilt, pants, face mask. Oh, and hide pants. Oh, wow. There's a lot of those apparently as well. The primitive stuff has a lot of quantity. Oh dear. Don't mind that price. That's just a glitch. If you're worried about that price, it was just a glitch, as you can see here. Right, so that's selling for like $1.40, I believe. Yeah. Right. So anyway, Pirate Collection has a lot of quantity. To see some gloves being accepted, I think would have a bit of interest, you know, appear, but like I don't think it's going to really shift the prices that much. Would be very welcome though. A lot of people would appreciate that. By default, these gloves do look really cool. I think a lot of people just like to use them in general. Yeah, the bones and whatnot, that looks nice. One on J, wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if that gets accepted. Best of luck to you. What we also have is another attempt at the Reptile Hunter Roadside gloves as well, though. So let me just quickly show this to you. Awkward timing, by the way, Mr. Jimmick. Oh dear. So, yes, this is another attempt at the roadside gloves with some boots. We're going to show off those in a second. I believe we have two versions of... Is it just boots or is it gloves as well? Because, of course, you can see like the claws there and whatnot. For those people who want a nice budget green collection, of course, you have your Reptile Hunter right here. But, yeah, the boots. So we've got different types of boots. We have these boots that look like this, like actual boots made out of the leather of a reptile, probably an alligator or crocodile. But then you've got these ones with the claws on it as well. So which one's your preference? This or this? This or this? Which one do you prefer? Vote. Use use those votes. Use the votes, you know? Right, so okay, yeah, right. So Reptile Hunter, let's go see how you're doing. Reptile Hunter, when did you come out? It's 15th, wasn't it? Yep, right. So Reptile Hunter is a bit weird. So of course we started off with the tier 3 that sold 17,000 on average. Then we had the hoodie and pants that sold 19,000 on average, and then we had the tier 2 and that sold 35,000 plus for each. And too many of these were bought compared to all of these. So, if we did see the likes of boots and gloves being accepted, would it have a nice positive impact on all of these? Yes, I have seen this before. It's not as much as like when a new core piece is accepted, but when boots and gloves are accepted, they do seem to get appreciated quite a fair bit, and it does cause people to kind of hop into here and buy out some of the stock, and the price goes up because of it. So the likes of the kilt and the helmet could potentially go back up in the positive again. But what's causing these to struggle is the amount of quantity on the market. As you can see right here, this has 540. Yeah, that's going to really shift in value, isn't it? See, if you didn't have the 15 here, the 22 here, the 53 here, it could potentially go up in price for quite a fair bit. 235 of them are selling above $1.72. It's got a long journey ahead of it. But for everyone that wants cheap green camouflage, this is definitely the set to go towards. So, yeah, cool. Right, so make sure you go ahead and vote. Which of these boots did you prefer? Make your voice heard. Vote! What we have here is a brand new set. This is the Leshy camo suit, hoodie and pants made by To The Sunset. It is a green hoodie and pants design. So you got lots of like greenish leaves and whatnot here. Branches, vines. Yeah, get a good look at that. So, more options for green camouflage. Are you a fan? Please consider voting yes or no. Then, of course, yeah, same pictures. So, yep, very nice. Let's see if that works out to you. Works out for you To The Sunset. I know a lot of people would want more green camouflage. So let's see if that works out. Then we got child's costume pants and hoodie made by L4FER. Leifer? I can't remember how to pronounce your name. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. But yep, get a good look at that. Nice, cute design. It's very much like a toddler's clothing. The little straps and buttons and whatnot. It's cute. It's cute. Do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no. Then we have Concentric. Now, Concentric has quite a lot of skins here because there's a version 1 and a version 2. So it kind of does look like a bit of a bikini. So yeah, we recently had the likes of the Concentric Tier 2 being accepted, which you can see right over here. Ta-da! Quite a bit of surprise. Nobody was expecting this to be accepted. And yeah, we've got a new core piece potentially on the horizon. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's got a decent chance of potentially being accepted? Well, would you probably invest into the likes of Tier 2 then? Because if this is accepted by default, you will still see the Tier 2 armor spike in demand and spike in price. It doesn't matter if you don't have a favourable opinion for it. It will still spike in demand, and it will still potentially go up in price. But what we also have here is a slightly alternate version. I believe this one's a slightly darker fabric here. So if you think this version looks a little bit better, the darker fabric and whatnot, consider voting for this one instead. So yeah, the choice is yours. Now, the Tier 2, it sold about 13,000 each at the moment. That seems to be quite alright. Looks like it's going to probably wrap up at around 15 or 16,000 total sales each. Fair enough, that should be okay. Will this still spike in demand? I still think it's in a perfectly fine position for that to happen. Remember last year, actually I made a video talking about this fairly recently, as you can see over here. We have this video called investing into, dealing with low demand Ruskins. Are they still profitable? The moral of the story is, just because a skin potentially might not have too much demand initially, doesn't mean it's always going to be low demand. Like I said, if we potentially see hoodie and pants or Tier 3 being accepted, there will still be a spike in demand, a spike in price. So, let's see how that works out potentially. Alright then, so with that, we now have Tier 3, the final skins to show off for this week. Let's go through all of these. Let's go through these continuations as well. So we've got the piggy face mask and chest plate made by Oasis and Schumer. Get a good look at this. I'm going to sneeze. Here we go. Yep. So, get a good look at this. Hey, do you have any problems? Well, I think he wants to eat you. You can smell the bacon. And, yeah. It's bright, it's pink, it's goofy, it's chubby, it's pretty interesting. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no if you would like to dress up as a piggy. I'm sure a lot of you desire to be a pig. Right, now we got the Hollow Kitty Tier 3. This is made by Victor Trigger. So get a good look at this pattern and the design. You got the kitty ghost thing. It seems to be in your stomach. Did you eat a cat? What? He ate a cat. And now he wears its skull as a face mask. You monster, Victor Trigger. You monster. Well, other than that, if you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. Now we have Space Foil. Space foil, space foil, space foil. Now, quite literally, that low demand video that I just mentioned to you, I talked about space foil. So if we hop over to here, space foil collection, this sold only 9,000, up to about 9,000. It didn't sell that much. When you compare this to the usual sales we might see for clothing and armor and whatnot, this is low sales. Now, it looked like it had low demand, but I stuck by my point. If we still see the likes of new core pieces being accepted, that low demand skin will very likely still spike in demand, spike in price. There is a potential that the likes of this could jump up in price if we do see the Tier 3 being accepted. The choice is yours, but I do expect the likes of Space Foil skins to get a nice bump if we do see more core pieces. It's all by itself at the moment. If we do see more, it could go up. But this is the second attempt, I should point out. This was submitted just a good few weeks ago, wow. But anyway, point is, yes, I do still see this potentially going up in price if we do see more Space Foil armor being made. So, yeah, cool. And now, lastly, we have the Rare Flame chestplate and face mask. And you might be sitting there and wondering, well, hang on a minute, what was the skin then? Do you remember the MP5? It didn't come out too long ago. We had an MP5. There it is, Rare Flame MP5. Now, this is all by itself at the moment. This is made by Mr. Verona. He did submit some more Rare Flame skins quite recently. If we could just quickly hop over to here, we've seen the likes of an AK, a pump shotgun, a crossbow. None of them are accepted, unfortunately. But now he's thinking to himself, you know what? Why not just jump in and make some armour? And I'll be honest with you, that looks cool. That looks nice. It's a pretty cool looking design to it. Pretty cool looking approach. Do you approve? Do you like it? Mr. Rona, I think you got a pretty cool looking pattern right there. I think a lot of people would appreciate something like that. And I guess you could say it would be another budget blackout set, sort of. It's got the red straps and the gold in it. But it is somewhat dark, but yeah, it's more about the design. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan of it? Please consider voting yes or no. That was your final skin of the week. Chat, YouTube, which of these clothing and armor skins was your favourite? Which one stood out to you the most? Which one is the skin that you think genuinely has a good chance of potentially being accepted? Please feel free to comment. Please feel free to say. And that applies to all of the skins that we've seen today. Yes. How many skins in total was that again? I can see that it was 117. 117 skins. My God. This video went on for an hour and a half, and I'm not surprised. If you kind of think like this, the amount, like, what was that in total? That's 90 minutes. So we dedicated at least like 45 seconds for every skin, maybe? I guess that's probably the answer. So, yeah, you know, I tried my best to breeze through this a lot faster, but, you know, you got to put a little bit of effort in to talk about how some skins very likely will cause a collection to spike in demand, spike in price so many times. But, you know, I have to stick to the point of what this video is about, investing. We are looking at this with the financial perspective. We're here to hunt for potential profits, and there's loads of interesting skins that have been submitted today. Brick building skin on the horizon. Keep an eye out for that. And again, make sure to keep an eye on the new TGG's top pick lists. Go through this, get a good look at all of these. These skins that you see here probably have the best potential chance of being accepted this week. Which ones might get picked? You tell me. Feel free to say a comment in there as well. And also, don't forget, take a look at this video as well. You know, get a good look at all of these skins in game. Get a good look at all of these deployables in game and whatnot. You never know. One of these skins very likely has a very decent chance of being accepted. Which one will it be? Well, we'll find out on Thursday when I stream the Rust or rotation. Yes, so feel free to hop in for that. But for now, with everything being said, thank you for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. We do have potentially on the horizon, I mentioned it earlier, we might see a complete the sets happening again. I know we had one in May time, but we usually see the likes of complete the sets happening every September time. Last year we had 1 week and 2 weeks, so part 1 and part 2, if you can remember all of this. Loads of skins being accepted. Very nice. Now that was 2 weeks. With the likes of what we saw in May time, that was split between most wanted and complete the sets. Does this rule out us potentially having another complete the sets this September time, which technically speaking is just about a month away? I think we're still going to see complete the sets. I reckon Face Punch is probably incorporating 2 different sets of complete the sets from now on. If that makes sense. So with that, keep an eye out. You never know. We might see some more potential opportunities for skins that we've seen in a workshop before not being accepted, but then again, they might have a second chance of potentially being accepted. So, yeah. With that, I'm all done. Thank you for watching me. Let's see what happens. Abnormals tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. And I'll catch you all later. See you, and goodbye.